Welcome back to Cordele, Georgia, coverage of the Cordele 100. Let's find out more about Jason Hogan's situation downstairs to Mark Allen.
Jason Hogan, a past winner of the All-American 400 late model race in Nashville, Tennessee, is going to be spending a few laps on pit road. The damage to the front end, as you can see, is significant, but that 100-mile-per-hour duct tape will get him back on the speedway.
And the good news, Scott Sutherland, for these guys, this is all green flag racing. He hasn't gone a lap down. Green back in the air as we begin lap number 10.
You're exactly right. They can go ahead and take their time, make repairs, make sure it's good, get him in back in the field. Jason Hogan has enough time and experience to get back through the field.
Jay Middleton in the 74 car out in front. Our Enterprise running order. Taylor Satterfield in second ahead of Bo Slocum. And Chris Fontaine. Take a look at your top drivers here at Cordele, Georgia. The RC Cola Moon Pie ASA Southeast Asphalt Tour. Satterfield about a car length back. Bo Slocum sitting there in third. We're still early in the afternoon's run.
And I think the key here is we finally got a few laps on the tires. Air pressure's built up just a little bit. I think they've got a good feel for the race car now.
Watching Michael Pope dive to the bottom as you ride with Chris Fontaine in the 47F. Michael Pope, a strong contender in that 44 car, getting up high as they come off turn number 2. Your leader still Middleton.
Well, you mentioned getting up high. As the race goes on, that groove is going to work up higher and higher, and you're going to see some right side tires slip off the edge of that asphalt.
Battling a little further back there, that's Sean Bash in that white and green Dodge, the 28 car. He's back around 6th now, trying to make a move and get himself into contention. A little further back, the 47, the 41 battling for position back there, the 41 car. Brandon Johnson out of Longwood, Florida. He's kind of stuck behind Chris Fontaine in that car with a flame job on the nose, the 47F.
And I think they can afford to be patient, but that's what surprises me the most. Young drivers definitely are not patient. These guys are showing a lot of give and take out here.
Battling out of turn number 4. Bass in the 28 trying to find a way by as we see some great racing here in the early going. Second race ever for the RC Cola Moon Pie ASA Southeast Asphalt Tour. Brand new tour here in 2008. First ever television coverage of this exciting new short track style. Oh! Contact out of turn 4. Fontaine and Bass get together. Bass bounces off the inside wall. Caution here on lap 16. Second one of the afternoon in the Cordele 100. And another car goes around. Preston Peltier, who won the season opener. He spun up over in turn 2.
Just a lot going on right there at that particular moment. You see David Elliott, he's headed to pit road as well. A little bit loose up off the corner, and that melee started.
One more look at it here. Bass and Fontaine getting together out of 4. Peltier had to squeeze the brakes hard.
David Elliott catches it on the bottom, and then a car spin after that. A lot of debris out on the racetrack. These guys are going to have to be a little bit careful with flat tires.
One more look on board here with Fontaine. Able to drive away. Now, Scott, how hard is it to repair the sheet metal on these race cars? We get on board here with Peltier. He had a great view of this. Will these guys be able to continue, do you think?
The biggest thing for him is the brake pedal definitely worked for him. Whoa, be careful. A lot of these guys are going to be able to come in and make a few...
Oh, man. Preston Peltier was in the pinball machine there for a few moments.
I was waiting for the wreck to stop so we could finish that. A lot of these guys are going to be able to get to pit road. They're going to be able to make their corrections, get back out on the racetrack.
Mark Allen's caught up with David Elliott.
David, you're out way too early. What happened?
Well, we were just kind of riding and biding time there. We had a good car, and we were just going to try to ride until some folks got a little bit, cars got a little bit worn in front of us, and we just bided our time. Next thing I know, we come off of turn 4 there, and a couple of them got together right in front of me, and I really thought I'd cleared it, but didn't happen. Somebody caught me in the right front, so I think we're done.
Race car driver with a lot of experience, a little bit older maybe for this crowd, but I really like the way David Elliott approaches this race.
Green flag back in the air on lap 16. Pontiac safety car heading for pit road. Jay Middleton is out in front out of Florida in that 74, the Redneck Pepper Machine. Taylor Satterfield in the 40 car from Commerce, Georgia. Right behind him, they are single file. Bo Slocum sitting third in that 08 car. Michael Pope rides fourth in car number 40. Good battling early here at Cordele and Watermelon Capital Speedway. I'm Rick Benjamin, Scott Sutherland alongside. We're glad to have you with us. That 89 car starting to move up. Jess Maddox out of Waycross, Georgia. Another young driver with a lot of potential in this series.
And that's what we're talking about. This field is the inexperience, but yet a lot of talent. And I was very surprised it took that long for just a little bump to get a first caution out.
Preston Peltier in the 5 car, stuck back in 6th position now as they pour off the corner. Peltier, of course, won the race at Mobile, Alabama back a few weeks ago, the season opener for the RC Cola Moon Pie ASA Southeast Asphalt Tour. Now Slocum taking a look inside Satterfield, trying to see where you can pass here. Can you make a move out of turn 4?
The whole racetrack sets up with turn 1. The way you get into turn 1 and get off of turn 2 into that D-shaped oval. Right there, if you can get the bottom, get that corner underneath, it's shorter distance around that D, you can take away that groove.
Bo Slocum trying to make a move for second spot as they come off turn number 4, but Satterfield able to drive around him on the high side and hold on to the number 2 spot.
And the last time we saw that when they were side by side, a little bit tight. When you come up off turn 4, the guy on the inside just has to be careful because he can drive into the guy on the outside.
Jay Middleton continuing to lead. Satterfield runs in second, and caution waving here on the speedway. Trouble in turn 4 and over in turn 2. Josh Adkins goes around in the 9. He was all by himself. We've got a car around over in turn 4 as well.
Well, the 9 car just got a little bit loose at the top of the racetrack and got the car out from underneath him. Everybody checked up for the caution, so that's the reason we have the spin on the front straightaway. When you see that caution flag, everybody just pulls out the gas really hard, and if you've got your momentum, it's very difficult to do that. Slam on the brakes, boom, car goes around.
Adkins looks like he's high-sided it over there in 2, kind of stuck it on the berm. Jeremy Mullinax goes around in the 07, coming off turn number 4. The RC Cola Moon Pie ASA Southeast Asphalt Tour, the Cordele 100. Jay Middleton, your leader. We'll be right back in Cordele, Georgia.